So let me guess, Tesla haters, my fellow Tesla haters. I don't hate Tesla. I hate the stock, not the company. And Elon Musk is kind of a grifter. But anyway, my fellow Tesla haters, are you starting to doubt your convictions? Are you becoming tempted to buy la Tesla? Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, for the longest period of time, everybody has bet against Tesla. And everybody has just been totally freaking embarrassed, okay? Every analyst, every hedge fund, everybody that bet against Tesla got freaking wrecked. Tesla is now trading at above $1 trillion market cap. And you look at the rest of the market, you see red, you see companies dropping 35%. But there's one stock that's just held strong, and that stock is La Tesla. Now, it's a natural human emotion when you see stocks rocketing up, and everybody else seems to be making money, and every other YouTube channel is telling you to buy this stock. It's very, very common, it's human nature, to be tempted to join the herd. And I'm going to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on right now is a textbook bubble. It is textbook herd behavior. Now, you go back to the late 90s, early 2000s. There was this thing called the internet that was starting to become popular. And all these new companies were popping up here and there, and they all had tons of promise, and they were all going to change everything. And the stock market rocketed up, or at least tech stocks did. And it turned out that it was a massive bubble, that a lot of the promises that these companies were giving people were complete BS. Now, Tesla shills will say, well, you know, a lot of those companies didn't even have revenue back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And Tesla's got rocketing revenue. And that's 100% true. But when you look at the financials of Tesla, you look at how many cars they produce, you look at their margins, which I think are temporarily elevated based on massive popular demand for now. You know, everybody thinks, oh, there's not going to be any competition, and Tesla's demand is just going to rise forever. You look at all that, and then you look at the price of the company. If you wanted to buy Tesla, you'd have to pay $1 trillion. Now, what is baked into that price? Well, there's one part mania on electric cars. But if you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, electric cars are not as disruptive as you may think, okay? At the end of the day, it's a car. A car is a car is a car. You put gas in it, you put electricity into it, you put hydrogen into it, whatever freaking car, however it's powered, it's still a car. You get in it, you drive it, you go from point A to point B. Tesla is not changing the world with their electric cars. But electric cars are so new and exciting that you see this massive demand. Everybody wants one, okay? It's all the freaking rage. And that may continue for a year, 2, 3 years, but there's gonna come a point where it's not the rage anymore, all right? What else is baked into Tesla's stock price? You got it, Robotaxis. Now, a big promise of Tesla is that they're gonna have this fully autonomous Robotaxi that's gonna take you from point A to point B, doesn't need a driver, doesn't have a steering wheel. It's just a Robotaxi, bro, it just works. And one crazy thing Elon said is that it's gonna be cheaper than taking the train or taking the bus. Now, I saw that statement on Me Kevin's channel, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I said, oh my God, this is crazy. Elon Musk is promising you a fully autonomous Robotaxi very, very, very soon. I'm going to say this over and over again. We're not at that point. The technology is not there at this point. Fully autonomous driving with no drivers is going to be a long, long time. I don't know how long, but I'm going to tell you, it ain't there, okay? And when it is there, there's going to be 1 accident, 2 accidents, some little baby's going to get killed. And guess what's going to happen? Government crackdown, okay? This Robotaxi thing is all hype and promises. Maybe he will produce it. Maybe everything will work out. But the likelihood of that happening is less than you might imagine, okay? And the stock price is already reflecting those robotaxis coming out. And if the robotaxis get delayed, or Elon turns out to be full of crap, or turns out to have overpromised, you're going to see a correction in that stock price, okay? What else? What else is going on with Tesla? The Optimus robot. Now, I'm sure we're having massive increases in technology, robotics technology and AI. I'm sure humans will get to a point where we have freaking robots in our house. But do I think it's going to be next year, next 2 years, next 3 years? No. And do I think Tesla's going to be the one to do it? I don't freaking see it, okay? There are companies dedicated to robots. Dedicated. Boston Dynamics. All they do is freaking robots. I mean, I'm sure they do other stuff, but there's all sorts of companies. I mean, Japan. There's tons of freaking, they do robotics all the time in Japan. You mean to tell me a car company is suddenly going to transform into a fully autonomous robot company? That's what Elon's promising you. That's baked into the stock price, okay? All that has to work out and more for that stock price to keep going up and up and up and up. So this bubble is going to last for a long time. And if you're an investor and you're becoming tempted to buy this company, I understand the pull. I mean, the more I hear about this, the less I want to even think about owning this company, because I really believe it's a massive bubble. And I don't think anything is going to change my mind unless I see Tesla, having the profitability and revenues of Apple or Microsoft, which ain't gonna freaking happen, okay?
Optimus robot.
It's a freaking clown show. So this is the kind of time that makes or breaks investors. You got the whole herd running to buy Tesla. Everybody's talking about it. They're beating and blowing out quarter after quarter. They're crushing it. It's the future. Elon, you can't bet against Elon Musk. I get all these comments. I see all these YouTube videos. I'm telling you, this is the time that's going to make or break people. Everybody's piling into Tesla, and I think it's overvalued. And I think there's going to come a point where a lot of people are going to lose their butts. And there's a lot of stocks out there that I personally like that are severely depressed. Everybody hates them. They're trash. They're garbage. They went down. I'm talking about Bob. You know what I'm talking about. I think that company is going to make me a lot of money. But that's how the market works. Stocks that make sense to me might get crushed. Stocks that don't make sense to me might rocket up. But I know. I look 10 years in the future and I say, massive retailer, a massive online retailer in China, 1.3 billion people, access to billions of other people, very close, very capitalist. Everybody's, it's communist. Yeah, it's communist, yeah. Access to everybody. I mean, there's just so much about some of these stocks that I bought that makes sense to me, okay? Temporary fears, keep them down, whatever. And then I look at Tesla and I'm like, robots and electric or autonomous taxis and blah, 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 blah. And it's just all a bunch of hype and BS, okay? But yeah, in the short term, yeah, you're going to look stupid. You're going to look like an idiot. But at the end of the day, I'm not a Wall Street analyst. I'm not. I'm an accountant. I don't care. My job isn't contingent on me joining the herd and hyping up Tesla like all these other Wall Street clowns are doing. I don't have to do that. I can just say my piece on YouTube and I can stick to my guns because it makes sense to me. My job's not at risk. A lot of these analysts, these clowns, they look stupid because they look at Tesla and they say, okay, this doesn't make sense. And they give a low price target for it. And then the stock keeps going up because it's in a manic bubble. And they have to raise their price targets. I don't have to. I don't have to do that at all. I'm still going to have a job in tax or financial accounting, or God help me if I ever have to do audit. But that's just how it is. So stay strong. If Tesla doesn't make sense to you, don't buy it, okay? If you believe in the stock, whatever, go ahead and buy it. I'm not doing it. But don't let the herd push you into doing something you might later regret, okay? And by the way, if you have index funds, VU, VTI, VT, you still own Tesla. So if it 10Xs, you're still going to profit from that. You're just not going to massively expose yourself to, downside risk. But, that's neither here nor there. And yes, I own Tesla. 2% of my portfolio is in Tesla with VT. Not anymore. Not anymore. Anyway, that's it. Heading back to work. I'll talk to you later. Choo!